First and foremost, you and Dr. Tui are my cheerleaders. I am so blessed to have you guys in my life. And the Zoom meetings and how quickly you respond to texts is just phenomenal. My first virtual appointment with Dr. Tui after about a month, she said, "How's it going?" And I said, I feel like I am divorced from food. I don't think about food all the time like I used to. I always was focusing on where's my next snack going to come from, or what do I need to stock up on, or there's something to eat and eat it. And I was never hungry because I was always eating before. And now I don't think like that anymore. Her response was, "Oh, that tells me that for you, it's biological." And I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean by that?" And she said, "Well, most people's brains are not wired like yours. Most people don't think about food all the time. All of a sudden, I don't think like that anymore. It's just so different for me." So that was a game changer for me. And so as a result, I'm getting more energy. My clothes are starting to be loose. People are starting to notice, that kind of a thing. So that's cool too. But I think the biggest deal for me was that one thing where something switched in my brain and it's different now. Another challenge I thought I was going to have is late night snacking. I always stay up probably later than I should watching TV. And I would always crave like chips or something salty. But since I've been on this program, I I don't have those cravings anymore. It's really a super cool thing not to have to think about. I think the medicine really does change the way I think about food. When I wake up in the morning, have my coffee, I'm not constantly thinking about what's the next thing I'm going to eat. I have a plan for the day instead, like I'm going to do this in the yard or I'm going to go for a walk. It's more like, what can I do for me now? That relationship with food is so different. When I do have food, I appreciate it more. The protein shakes are also a game changer. Talk about convenience. I mean, that's amazing. And feeling like I'm getting the nourishment I need, and that's enough. Dr. We had a hint about that too. She said to eat the protein first. If we go out and I get a grilled chicken salad, for instance, and I focus on eating that protein off the top of the salad first. A lot of times by then, I'm full. I take the rest of the salad home for some other time. Mindful eating has been a really important strategy for me that I've learned. Making a healthy meal, sitting in a quiet place or enjoying being outside, sitting next to the river, enjoying the taste and texture of the food rather than with all the distractions of television and technology, just having a nice meal and being very mindful about it. My oldest son is a mental health counselor, and I was talking with him about mindfulness. He was surprised that we were learning about that because that's something he uses regularly with regard to mental health. But being mindful in weight loss is also really important. I monitor my blood pressure all the time. Based on a recommendation from Dr. Tui, I bought a new bathroom scale, which measures 14 different things, kind of like the scanner in your office does. I get the numbers. That keeps me motivated. I'm feeling better. Just in general, I have more energy and I've had blood work done since the end of April. And my liver enzyme numbers that were in the 180s are now down to 60. I'm not quite within the range of where I should be yet, but I am close and I'm on the way. The gastroenterologist had my blood work from before and my recent blood work when my numbers had come down so dramatically. And we talked about what was I doing differently? What changes have I made? My weight loss and all that kind of stuff. And she basically said, I got nothing for you, which is exactly what was wanting her to say. So I was pretty thrilled about that. And I don't have any follow up with regard to any kind of fatty liver disease. So as long as my numbers keep coming down, it's going to be great. And I'm expecting that. I've struggled with weight all my life. It's not a new thing. And I've been on so many diets that I go on, lose the weight. The diet had an end date and then the weight would come right back on. This is different. This is a lifestyle change and it's not going to end. There is no end date. It's going to end when my time on earth is over. It's changing my life and extending it. How could it not?